answer. So guys, I want to advise you on something. You see, love is very, very difficult. We have to agree on that. Love is not easy. And the moment you decide that you want to go the route or the road or the path of love, you need to be ready for all sorts of bad things. You see, a lot of people get into love with expectations of getting the most handsome or beautiful things in the world. But this is what I want to tell you. The moment you decide, the moment you give yourself the go ahead, the freedom, the privilege of getting into a love relationship, I'm not just talking about a relationship, but the moment you decide that, oh, I want to join a love relationship, you need to prepare yourself for bad things. People prepare themselves for good things and they forget to prepare themselves for bad things. They forget to prepare themselves for hard times. They forget to prepare themselves for hardship in these kind of relationships. You know, the moment somebody comes to you and tell you that they love you, you see, in a video that I did on YouTube, I was talking about the reason why people need faith, different faiths in different stages of a relationship or different stages of anything that you do, is that the world has told us that for a woman and a man to come together in a relationship that can make them get married, there has to be love in between them, right? So each and every woman who approaches a man for a relationship talks about love. Each and every man who approaches a woman talks about love. But the question is, do they give that love? People will approach you every single day and they will confess to be falling in love with you. The question you need to ask yourself, do they understand what love is? I'm bringing this topic because there's something I want to tell you that is going to help you to make you understand why you can have relationships, you can even have a man or a woman in your life, but lose them and never be heartbroken. So somebody is saying that, but when you start relationship, you don't think of bad things simply because you are happy. Look, there is always no happiness that comes always from another person. I'll tell you this and I repeat again. Do not expect only happiness, all right, that comes from other people, if not you yourself. You see, happiness will be there. People will always be like, you know, I'm happy I'm getting into a love relationship. Each and every man and woman will always confess to be falling in love with you. But the question is, why? Because without mentioning the word love, how are you gonna start a relationship with them? Hello? If I just come to you and I tell you that, you know what, let's be in a relationship. Let's be in a relationship. There's nothing, you know, you're not going to feel enticed because people want to feel or hear those, oh, I love you, you know, I miss you, you know, you mean a lot to me. I don't sleep when I don't talk to you. I can't eat. There's so many things that I miss, because they are trying to convince you that they love you. But the truth is, 90% of people in relationships across the world has never experienced what we call love in their relationships, especially the romantic relationship. Now, this was just a video that I was starting with this thing, and I want to make it very short. I now want to tell you what you should do if you get yourself in a relationship in this generation. And you know, Yusali J has really brought out what I want to talk about. And she's saying love is not love until you are fully convinced that you love that person. And that is what I want to talk about today. You see, guys, our generation today are missing something. We are missing a lot of things when it comes to love. And the reason why we miss a lot of things when it comes to love, We get into relationships with a lot of expectations, of the word or the term love. But we ourselves, we do not even understand what that word love means. If I would ask all of you who are watching here, we are around 88, 89 people now, 90 people watching. If I would ask somebody to define for me what love is between a man and a woman, people will come with different definitions. And the moment people come with different definition, it means 100% you might not get what you are looking for if you have expectations of love when a relationship is starting. The reason is, love is something that can be defined in different ways for different people. There is no definition for love, and that's why people mess it up. People get into relationship with expectations that what they believe love is what that man also believes love is. Some people get into relationship believing that what Coach John Gora taught us on TikTok about love, that is what love is, and I have to get it from a woman or a man for me to be convinced that that is love. Now, I want to tell you this. This is the secret of finding the true love that you're looking for. And this is the secret of being in a relationship and leaving that relationship without being heartbroken. Listen, people, you can date a man, you can date a woman, separate with them without being heartbroken. And the reason why you can do this, or the reason why and how you can get this happening, is this. This is the secret. In today's generation, if you find yourself in a relationship, someone approaches you, a man approaches you, you feel you want somebody, you feel like you are getting, you're getting in love with somebody, or somebody, you're liking them. Let me not talk about getting in love. You are getting attracted to somebody. I will tell you this. Do not fall in love with a person you are still dating. So many people will not understand what I'm talking about now because it is hard to understand, but I will explain it to you. If you are dating someone, you're just dating him. There's no commitment. There's nothing like engagement. There's nothing. The only thing between you is the words, the SMSs, the texts, the dinner, the lunch, the time you share together, and you claim, I will use the claim, you love each other. Do not fall in love with this kind of people as long as you're still dating. You can date as much as you want. And the reason why I'm saying this, and some people maybe would say that, how can I date somebody without loving him? Look, we are told that before marriage, people must court. Why do people court? People court each other so that you look at the person to find out whether these people are good and represent what you believe is, or represent what you feel is what love is for you. People court because you do not want to get yourself into a stupid relationship or a stupid marriage and then, stop or maybe not get your way out of that relationship. That's why before marriage, there is what we call courtship. So why am I talking about courtship and relationship? If a man approaches you and they confess to you that they love you, smile, give them chance, date these people. Take your heart and everything that you call love away from it. And like that lady said, there's a lady who commented here and said, I will read it again. He said that love is not love until you are fully convinced that you love that person. You see, somebody approaches you today and they confess that they love you. Tomorrow you tell them yes. And the third day you are talking about love. It is never true. It is not true. Those are just words. Those are imaginations. They are emotions. And you are trying to bring emotions into your heart. You see, you are taking emotional feelings and putting it into your heart. And that's why a lot of people break today. Somebody approaches you today. You don't know them. You met maybe in a a certain seminar, you met maybe in a flight flying back home or flying to a place where you work, you met them maybe in a football match or maybe a drink spree or somewhere at a birthday party, and then they give you their number and you start chatting. The first week or maybe second week, we are in love. That is never love. You can never love somebody until you are convinced that you love him and they love you back. So I'm trying to tell people this. Get into relationships, but think and hide the term love. Be careful before you drop your full heart into any kind of relationship. You see, I'm not saying that people should start cheating in relationships. You have to devote yourself, devote your time, give people your time, give them what they need, the space, the time, support. They need some support. And I'm not talking about financial support here. Emotional support, mental support, spiritual support, physical support. Give them your time. Go out with them. Go for dinner with them. Meet your friends with them. You will understand people more. The more you understand these people with the time you're giving them, the more you find time to realize, if at all, am I really in love with this guy? You know, the problem is somebody approaches me, I fall in love, the next month we had sex, and after having sex together, they lose their interest towards us. You now try reaching them, they are not reachable, their number is no longer reachable, you break. So you start telling yourself that, oh, there's no love, men are dogs. I'm telling you, if you allow yourself to be used as a bitch, then men will become dogs. But if you become a human being, a woman, an adult, a woman enough, you will only meet men. You will never meet a bitch. Or you'll never meet a dog. You know, dogs only meet bitches. And if you don't define yourself correctly, you'll find yourself calling the man dog. And the moment you call them dog, you become a bitch. So I always like this, that the students that I teach understands that it is only you who can make that guy to be a dog. And it is only you that can make that lady to become a bitch. Because if you two take your time, hide your heart, hide the term love, understand, get to know yourselves, get to talk to each other, get to go out, you see, taking your time with people, giving people space to become who they are, leave people freely, let them do whatever they want. You will know them more than they can know you. You know, the wisest person, a man or a woman who wants to be wise in a relationship, if you want to commit yourself in a relationship, remove all the barriers, remove all the rules, and let a person be themselves. You will know people more than they can know you. And this is what we don't do in relationships. Today you meet a man, tomorrow you put rules. Oh, why did you not take my call? Oh, where were you last night? Why did you go this place? Why were you with so and so? I saw you dropping this lady in the other neighborhood. Why were you driving with them? You see, the moment you start asking a man that you're still dating those questions, they start to understand your weaknesses. They start to understand the kind of a person you are. And they start to know how they can dodge you. Because if a man knows that you are a questionnaire woman, you are a woman who's going to question him, why he drove so and so, why he was in this place, why, they will start to use words that will be all lies to cover up what you're supposed to know. But you see, the moment you leave somebody to become what they are, and even if you see them with other people, you don't care, you leave them. It is so easy to find if at all these people can be trusted or not. Because you see, all of us are liars. Guys, all of us, including you and me, we are liars. Everyone will always try to lie to cover up what they are doing that is not right. So how do people cover up things? They cover them up the moment they realize that you are questioning them. The moment they realize that you are trying to, push them not to do something, they try now to come back and do what? And hide it. So when you are starting a relationship with somebody, do not commit yourself into that relationship. Love is never love until you prove that you love somebody. Love is never love until you prove that somebody loves you. Someone is saying, I strongly disagree there. I don't know why you disagree. You might also explain to us. But the truth is, people are breaking because you get into a relationship with somebody, you don't know them, you don't know their backgrounds, you don't know their character, and you start putting rules, start questioning them, why this, why that, you start questioning them. You're making these people to hide a lot of things from you. You're questioning somebody, you don't know his characters. You're questioning somebody, you don't know his backgrounds. He's writing and noting down that, so when I drove past that street and I dropped my colleague who is a female, she noticed and she's asking me why. Okay, so next time I'm not gonna tell her that I dropped this lady. She's already known how to lie to cover up what you're supposed to know. And sometimes, he's just dropping this girl not because he's cheating, but he's realizing that by you knowing that he dropped a woman, you questioned. So it means that you are not so safe with such kind of a thing. So what do? The next time I drop, you will never be anywhere to see what's going on. So before you make sure that love that you're getting into is true love, do not commit yourself in love. Stop loving people because you like them. That's what I say. Stop loving people because you like them. Love people because they can do what you expect them to do. Love people because they are capable of becoming what you want them to become in your life. Do not love people because they're beautiful. Do not love people because they're giving you money or they have money or they look handsome. Do not love people because they appear to be kind, they appear to be smiling every time, they appear to be good to other people, they appear to be so godly, going to church, or maybe so godly is practicing Islam and knows everything about Islam. Don't love people because of such kind of things, because people can be so kind to other people but so cruel to you because you don't match. People can be so interesting and so attractive to your eyes but not to your heart. Be attracted to people by your heart and not your eyes. Your eyes can see the attraction of people because the eye sees the beauty that is outside of everybody. The eye sees the beauty of money. The eye sees the beauty of how somebody is so generous. The eye sees the beauty of all the good things, the makeups, the look of the body figure, the papers, degrees, the job, the cars somebody is driving, the house where somebody is living, and all sorts of these beautiful things that the eyes can see. But the heart does not look at those. The heart sees the inner part of somebody. The heart sees the character, because it is the heart that will receive the beatings. It is the heart that will receive those kind of pain the moment they will start to triple in your life. The eyes will take you where you want to be, but the heart will take you where you need to be. So being in a relationship is always great. And I would want to convince even those people who are telling me, because a lot of people say, I don't respect love, I don't want love, I'm telling you this again and again. Get into that relationship. If you are feeling like you're completely out of love, get into another relationship today. But stop talking about love until you convince yourself that this is love and this is the man I love and this is the man I want. You see, people that fight for what they love and what loves them are winners. But the moment you start to fight for what doesn't love you and what you don't love, you're a loser. So where we are messing is, we get into relationship, we don't know people, we have never taken our time to be with them, be closer to their friends, know their background, know where they're coming from, know their faith, know them internally. Forget about the things that you see. Forget about those physical things. Those are useless things, because we all have hands. We can always work and buy some good cars. We can always work and build good houses. We can always work and have money in the bank. But you see, kindness that comes from the heart, respect, loyalty that comes from a woman and a man respectively, is never bought by money. You will